is Omnis Eat. My name's Neil.
I'm Jessica.
And I'm John.
Welcome to Cereal City because we have high-key cereal. We got fruity, we got cinnamon, we got cocoa, we got frosted. They all are zero net carbs because they have three dietary fiber and a mixture of
Erythritol?
erythritol and allulose
Yes.
with equals 8 grams. They're 90, 90, 90, and 90.
Half a cup is 90 calories.
90 calories.
5 grams of fat, 10 grams of protein.
Okay,
And
that's
zero net carbs.
that
This is higher in protein than fat.
yeah, that's across the board the same for all.
Yeah.
The calcium's different.
So right now, this is all 4 flavors that High Key makes of cereal. They're just like little Rice Krispies. Like that's what they look like on the outside of the box. We have not opened these yet. We have not tried them yet. I'm very excited to give these a try, and I know Neil is. He's been wanting to. I actually bought a box of the frosted already, but we haven't tried them yet. And then I wanted to do it for a taste test, so I bought a 4-pack from Amazon with all 4 flavors. Or no, I bought it from the brand. I bought it from the High Key brand. I told Neil he couldn't try them yet, but Neil is a cereal lover, and we actually bought Cereal School. That was not my favorite. I don't think that, I think you ate them, but they weren't your favorite, the little puffs.
Yeah, those are,
They were okay. So,
they're alright.
Neil's excited to give this a try. I've heard some really great things about these cereals, so Neil is a cereal fanatic. We're gonna eat them dry today. Most people are gonna eat them with milk. We've got lots of non-dairy milk in the house, but we are gonna be eating them dry. So that is what it looks like.
That's something.
It's a bunch of little Rice Krispies, for lack of a better word. So I'm gonna go ahead and cut this open.
Wow,
and
the dye is actually dyed
the bag is covered in different colored dye. So
Yeah, interesting.
we're just gonna cut this open, and I'm just gonna take a handful pretty much and try like a handful.
Oh, you're in the floor. Okay, cool.
Give me some of that bird seed. And, where'd that go?
Okay.
Oh my.
They smell very fruity. All right.
Yeah, that's Fruity Pebbles. I'm gonna give that, ooh, no it's not.
Yeah, it is.
No, it's not. No.
Ooh.
There's a lot of flavor there.
I'm
going 8.
That's an interesting aftertaste. I'm gonna go 8 too. It's got a light, weird aftertaste. It's not like super weird,
It's
but
definitely cooling.
Yeah.
You've got the erythritol flavor in that.
yeah. Because I think it's all higher than erythritol. I think it's erythritol's higher.
Yeah, there's definitely, I mean, the erythritol,
Yeah, it's 6. It's
6 of the grams are erythritol. There's definitely the cooling effect.
Yeah, it's 6 to 2.
It's kind of off. Like, it's almost like okay, this is gonna sound weird. If you know what I mean, you know what I mean. When you buy sweet stuff, you've got like tropical flavor and then like fruity flavor. There's sometimes 2 different fruity flavors. This to me tastes more of like the tropical fruit flavors, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
Neil, you said an 8, right?
I said an 8 as well.
I think I'm gonna go with 7, just because the cooling flavor is a little bit off-putting for me. I've been buying things with less erythritol in them because of that. I think that it would probably taste good with milk though. So yeah, I'm gonna go with 7.
Said it'd dye the crap out of that milk.
It would. I've seen people eat these. Like I've seen pictures of this, and it does change the color of the milk. Yes.
No, I don't want to be contrary, Kathy, or whatever you want to call it, but I did not get a cooling effect at all.
Okay. Erythritol affects people differently.
But normally, like,
Sometimes.
the cooling effect.
You do get cooling effect on some products, though.
Yeah.
I know you have. Yeah.
Yeah. And I was very surprised that you guys mentioned it, and I was not able to pick up on it.
Well, maybe you're just better than me.
So this one's cinnamon. I'm assuming that Neil's gonna really like this one. I'm not the hugest fan of cinnamon cereal. In fact, my favorite I think is gonna be the Frosted down at the end. Frosted Flakes was one of my favorite cereals. Frosted Flakes, regular Cheerios. If I could find like regular Cheerios in low carb, I would be in heaven because that's like my favorite cereal of all time. I also like Special K. I don't know. I was not a big, I like cereal, but I was never a big sweet cereal person.
Has anyone ever made, did you see anyone ever make like Rice Krispie treats out of these?
I think you can.
Right. Whoa. Now the cooling effect on this.
Yeah.
Yes, man.
Yeah. So that has almost like a granular erythritol on the outside.
Yeah.
And I don't know, it's because it's the cinnamon as well.
Yeah.
I definitely have the cooling effect. There's not a lot of ingredients in here though. Milk protein isolate, erythritol, medium chain triglycerides, inulin, allulose syrup, cinnamon, natural flavors, sunflower lecithin, salt, and monk fruit. That's it. So again, I'm gonna give that a 7. It's all right.
I'm gonna give it an 8. It's the same as the other one. I mean,
Yeah.
Even with the cooling effect for me, the cinnamon flavor, because I like cinnamon, sort of overrides it enough that I'm cool with it. Literally, I'm cool with the cooling effect. What about you, big boy?
I'm gonna give it. I'm gonna give it an 8.
8.
I'm gonna give it an 8.
Now between the fruity and the cinnamon, what did you like better? Because I assumed you would like the cinnamon better. That's the cocoa.
Cocoa
It's
Puffs.
tough. It's tough to say. I don't know what I don't know what I really don't like about cinnamon. It's weird. I don't like the smell. It smells off. But I don't know. I think I was expecting something else, and I just
Yeah.
didn't get what I wanted. So,
That makes sense.
you know.
I can smell the chocolate flavor.
Yes, you can definitely smell the cocoa on this one. That one is a very cocoa flavor.
Yeah.
I don't get the cooling effect as much on this one as I did on the other
yeah.
ones.
I don't know if it's the cocoa flavoring or what, but that is.
This is a strong, dark chocolate flavor.
I'm gonna
good.
give that a 10. I really like that. I think that's very unnoticeable in terms of being compared to other cereals. I think if you just took, I think other than the texture and the actual look of between Rice Krispies and these, you probably couldn't tell the difference. Between these and probably like chocolate Rice Krispies, I don't think you could really tell a big difference other than texture and maybe a slight difference in taste. But I really don't think you could say this is in any way different from other cereals. It doesn't really give off like any like there's nothing defining it as just a keto cereal. Like with those two, it has a light airy effect due to the sugar. This one not as this one is barely there. There's nothing like texture-wise that makes it any different. It just feels like a normal cereal, and that's why I'm gonna give it a 10. Not only that, but also the flavor doesn't seem off or produced to be cocoa in any way. It seems like a natural cocoa. So all around, I think it's just a pretty like a strikeout in terms of
Home run.
home run. I think it's just a kind of like I think it's just a home run in terms of like making a like chocolate cereal that doesn't really have any defining features that makes it seem different. It just blends right in, I feel. So that's why it's a 10.
I'm only going to give it an 8. I think it's the exact same as any of the other ones, just with cocoa flavor.
All right, Hater.
I'm gonna actually give it a 9. I really like that one. I did not get the cooling flavor from it. It had a really nice dark chocolate flavor, which is not something that I would normally prefer, but I think it did taste pretty good actually. I would definitely eat that again. You wanna give me the frosted? This is the one I'm hoping that is good because we actually have 2 boxes of this flavor.
2.
Yeah. So there we go.
The colors on these cereals are very produced. Clearly this looks vanilla-esque. Do you know what I mean? And it's very, to me, that's very kid cereal. Oh,
Sorry. I am getting the cooling on that one, but not as bad.
All right, I'm going to give this an 8. I think it's the exact same as the other stuff. I definitely did get a cooling effect on that one. The frosted flavor, to me, tastes more like marshmallows.
Mm-hmm.
So
I was gonna say that too.
I taste marshmallow in this.
Yeah.
More than I taste like a vanilla
Yeah.
or a frosted flavoring. So again, is it terrible? No, it's not terrible. It's cereal. It's to me, I'm cooling with it, or I'm cool with it. And to me, I say 8 out of 10. I don't think any one of the. I don't know that I would reach for any one of these boxes before another. So it's 8 out of 10 across the board.
Neil, what do you think of the frosted flavor?
Did you go?
I did not. Would you like me to go first? I'm going to give that an 8. I thought it was pretty good. I 100% agree with the marshmallow flavor to it. I think it's just a little bit less than the chocolate, only because I do get the cooling effect with it. So I'm not particularly fond of the cooling effect. Depending on what it's in and like what you're eating it with, like we've got chocolate chips that are sweetened with erythritol, which do have a cooling effect if I eat them by themselves, but I usually mix them in with yogurt or ice cream or something like that, so I don't mind the cooling effect there. That's why I think having these with milk probably will actually end up tasting fairly good. But I'm going to give it an 8, just a little bit behind the chocolate, but I do like it better than the cinnamon and the fruity. And before Neil gives his little score over here, I want to give a little shout out to the fact that the back of the box has a bunch of like activities like kids cereals do.
Yeah.
And they're all
It's got
different.
a word scramble, a word search, and then it has a
Joke.
punchline. And for like this one, it says, "Why did the eggs meditate? So they can be part of a balanced breakfast." So I thought that was cute. And they all had their own little punchline on it. So, all right, Neil, what do you think of the frosted?
I think it's a 6 out of 10.
6? You didn't like this one at all.
I liked it. My problem was I feel it missed the point in terms of frosted, and to me it just did not have. It did not.
It also didn't. It suffered a little bit. I'm assuming that your favorite is the chocolate. So in its very placement, it suffered coming after the best.
Yeah.
What you would feel is the best cereal here.
I
think you're punishing it a little.
I wouldn't necessarily say that. I think it's because I went with the intention that it would be more of a frosted Cheerio like flavoring. So I think I set my standard too high for the cereal itself, and I was disappointed in the end. My problem with it also comes with where those two had the really only difference in terms of having it be like me knowing it's like blind taste test. Me knowing that it's probably a keto cereal is the light, like airy, like just the airy cooling in the end. I don't know what it is. This one just done. It didn't. The texture wasn't really. It was like, I don't know. I don't know really what to explain. It's not that it's not bad. I enjoyed the cereal. I think it probably needs. It should be. It's not frosted. It's not a frosting flavor.
It tastes marshmallowy.
It tastes marshmallowy, but and not like that. I feel like the texture's a little off for me compared to the other three. That also makes it stand out. So it's a 6 out of 10. It's a good cereal. These are all very good cereals. It's just not my favorite in terms of all the other ones. So yeah. 6
I
out of
just
10.
have to. What do authors eat for breakfast? Synonym buns. Did you hear about the angry pancake?
He flipped.
He flipped.
Didn't-
What's that one, y'all?
What did the bowl say to the cereal?
I don't know. What did the bowl say to the cereal?
Want a spoon?
Ah, that's really bad. Okay.
Well, say goodnight and goodbye. This is Omnis Eat Vegan. I hope you had a great time watching this video. If you have any other cereal brands that you wanted us to try, which
might be out
there are some still out there. I know there's Magic Spoon cereal that we have not tried.
We've tried a couple flavors
We've tried a couple flavors.
because they've been in our
Yeah.
keto boxes.
But I know there's at least that brand that we haven't tried yet. I don't know if there's any others. If there is any others, comment down below. Give a like to the video if you enjoyed it. Subscribe if you want to see more content and be notified by that content. Hit the bell. Have a good night, everybody.
Leave a comment down in the comment section down below. One thing that I do want to say though is, like a lot of other keto products, specialty keto products, these are expensive. They're very expensive. These are like $11 a box. similar priced to the other cereals, like the Magic Spoon one that Neil referenced is like $10 or $11 a box as well. These are not your $2 box of Cheerios.
No.
So just want to throw that out there. Not needed for keto, just nice to have kind of a thing. So we do hope you enjoyed the video. We hope to see you on the next Omnis Eat.
Bye.
Bye.